PC cases over the past few years, an MSI one, an EveTech one which was awesome, but I've always wanted a white case. There's something special and appealing about it not being the run-of-the-mill design and colours. NZXT dropped off the H510 Elite and is one of the more premium PC cases on the market. Of course, its biggest selling point for me was the compact design, being almost half the size of other cases I've owned while still being able to fit everything inside. The case is a bit pricey, coming in at 2,499 Rand in SA, but if you value premium design, then it's worth the asking price. If anything, its build quality and sleek design fits right into my lifestyle, being as minimalist as possible when it comes to tech. For those who enjoy bright and bold PC cases, the NZXT H510 Elite is very different. It does not overcompensate for anything when it comes to the design of the case, and every side is just simple. The two tinted tempered glass sides stick out against the white shell found everywhere else, and its dual-tone appearance looks like a stormtrooper transformed into a PC case. Clean and attractive is what NZXT is going for when it comes to the design, and every inch of the case makes this quite obvious. The metal and glass used for the shell feels premium and well made, while the inside of the case has some high-end plastic that is found throughout the box. The metal in the case is galvanized cold rolled steel, and it is sturdy and barely bends at all. It also contributes quite a lot to the 7.5 kgs that this case weighs. 7.5 kgs is not heavy at all when it comes to PC cases, and it's actually one of the lighter ones I've ever reviewed. On the top we have a simple white sheet of metal with just 3 ports next to the sleek power button. The top also acts as another vent for the fan, which does not come in the box. I know, strange. We even emailed support to ask them and they confirmed that while the case has a 4th fan slot, they do not include it in the package. The 3 ports on top feature a USB 3.1 Type A and 3.1 Type C port along with a headset jack. 2 ports on top is very low considering the reliance on USB devices in today's world. I would have liked to have at least 1 extra. The one side features a full glass panel that is held on by 1 screw. Each of the glass panels has a nifty rubber connector that slots into the case's mainframe for extra support. These also come in handy when you unscrew the glass, as the sheet does not fall out thanks to these connections. On the other side we have a sheet of metal that covers up the ugly side of your PC where all the cables are placed. Strangely, the 2.5-inch drive mounts are also on this side, which hides them away. Installing them was super easy though. Once they are both open, you can fiddle around inside the PC and build your dream machine to your heart's content. Think of this side of the case being the one that you use for all your cables and things you don't want people to see. Your 3.5-inch HDD and power supply also go in here. The power supply also slots in very easily into the case. In terms of cable management, there's a nifty rack that all your wires can run down once you've connected your motherboard and other hardware. This rack is meant for water cooling pipes, but since I don't use this tech, the cables went in just fine. When it comes to the case's Smart Device V2, it is located on the top corner of the metal side of the case. It is here where you will plug in any extra fans you buy, and that one you will have to purchase because it did not come in the case when it should have in the first place. Cable routing was never an issue while building the PC either. The case has a load of clips that make the experience neater, and for every cable you have running through a hole, there is a clip or shaft to keep it in neatly. The cable bar, a white strip of metal, also acts as a cover for the massive cables that run through to the back of the case. Putting everything in the case was simple enough. The slots were plenty, and the more I experimented with the case, the more I discovered new ways I could use it if I had the appropriate hardware. One example was being able to mount my GPU vertically, but I needed a bracket for that, which I had to purchase. Overall, the process of building the PC was simple, and the case had everything I needed for a modern PC build. Cable management was decent, and even though I preferred to have my SSD near the front, hiding it away grew on me as it just added to the clean look that the case delivers. Once powered on, the real beauty of this case comes to life, and it is sleek. There's a top strip for RGB lights that just adds the right amount of lighting to the case to make it look clean inside. This strip shines down onto your hardware and looks great while doing so. The front 2 fans also feature a rounded white light that does not dim or flash, they just shine brilliantly. The back fan unfortunately does not have RGB, but the more I embraced the case's sleek design, the less I felt it was necessary. Once it was all set up, it was neat and followed the overall design theme of the case by keeping things to a minimum. The feet propped the case up a little bit on the table, and when turned on, it looked fantastic. It is smaller and compact, and the white is just so clean and sleek. I do think the NZXT has a fantastic design and form, but there were some issues I could not help want to be changed. Where's the 4th fan? Why did they not include one in the box? Now there's just a massive vent sitting there, open without any function. It would have been better value for money if you included one, even if you do use water cooling. Lastly, while not the end of the world, it would have been nice to have another USB port on the top. Just one more for ease of access. I always use a USB Wi-Fi dongle, and now this port is always occupied. The NZXT H510 Elite gaming case does its job of bringing a sleek design to your PC. It is white and the lights are white too. No fancy colors here, but maybe that's exactly what you're looking for. I for one embraced the simple design and lack of flashing aura lights, and the case became a part of the furniture. It could be one of the most compact and stylish white cases on the market if you're willing to splurge on its price tag. If you want to see the full build process, check the link down below in the description where our beautiful people over at the 404 built this entire case from scratch. But that's all our thoughts on this NZXT case. What do you think about the simple design? Let us know down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, farewell.